I'm here as well.
Rounding up your pack animals, it's a good idea to head in the direction of Camp Righteous. Should you continue to do so, you've already made it an entire hex in a single day, and you might make good time traveling on the backs of these dinos for at least an hour. Though the direction is south on the map you are now.
Yep, yep. Is that all we need to do? Yep, yep, and they go?
Yip, yip. And they go. The large
Sounds
predator,
oh, shoot!
sensing the movement of the pack, is in pursuit. You may turn and run,
Okay, guys,
though it follows, gaining in hot pursuit.
Can I turn around and shoot it with a bow?
You may.
Yo, what's in hot pursuit?
The Carnosaur,
Oh my god.
breaking through the tree branches and smashing through, little regard for anything it steps on. It sees an easy meal moving slowly through the mire.
Oh yeah, we gotta book it.
I'd first like to urge my mount to just book it. Like it's probably already doing so.
Yeah.
But also, can I take out a bow and shoot it?
Yeah,
Try
like
and
a-
deter it. Like, hey, we're too much trouble.
A dash action and a
Or
bow shot. You may roll as I try to adjust the music
Okay.
here again.
Anyway, so that's gonna be, wait, that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
The 21 does hit.
Oh no, minimum damage, so 4 damage.
Yes, 4 damage for the arrow. Glancing off the chin of the beast as it swoops down to pick off the first one. Akumal, he's dipping towards your beast, the arrow not affecting him. He's closing his jaws around it. Shall we roll initiative?
Oh. I guess so. I got a nat fucking 1 on initiative for a total of 4.
Akumal with a 4.
Levi, 13.
13 Levi.
I got a 3 for Dalish.
A 3 for Dalish. A Kenny with a 19. That leaves Tyro. And we'll roll one for Luciel. Luciel after Levi. Akenyafa will go first. Ah! I have no fear! As he retreats to the back of the line, giving you all the chance to escape several feet. With the dinosaur in pursuit, he makes a swing at the legs as he passes by. A 15 will hit as he clubs the shin of the beast. It kicks through him. He attempts to hold on to the sail of the dinosaur and not be knocked free. He holds strong, circling around for another attack. Akenyafa now at the heel of the beast, making another attack. This one will also hit, As he is bruising both the shins, the animal does not slow down as it clamps down on your beast, Akumal. You may roll an athletics check to leap out of the way as it consumes your friend. No.
Yo, okay, that's a 7. I got 10. I thought that was another not 1, but it's a 7. Plus 3 for 10.
Your mount manages to evade the beast only slightly. Bobbing and weaving, he disappears into the pack, leaving Luciel's beast, the one closest to the fiend. Private Gerard. We now go to Levi.
Alright. Sweet. Yeah, let's just make 2 bow shots. You know what? Ah, fuck that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Lucio, Gerard, Messi, yeah, they're all in danger. Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna, let's see if this thing is more scared of me than it is of that. I'm gonna, you know, we're turning around. We're gonna, you know, kick it in this thighs, and we're charging this thing. We're gonna take out the old sword.
Levi, turning the direction of his beast towards the threat, rides up alongside the brave Akeniafa.
20.
Nat 20 is a crit.
Uh, 13 damage.
13 damage to the leg of the beast as it hobbles. Stricken, it turns its attention towards the thing harming it.
You got a 23.
23 will also hit.
11 damage.
11. What was the damage on the first one?
13. Total of 24 damage between the two.
Yes. 24 damage. Both your strikes landing true as you still have a couple more feet of movement if you choose. Or you can stand your ground.
Oh hell no, we are booking it out of there with whatever feats of movement we got.
Alright. Roll to hold on to your beast as it pivots and turns fretfully away.
$14.
Yes. Barely hanging on to the sails of the beast as it suddenly turns and darts in the other direction. You make it a safe distance away as the jaws clamp down in the space where you just were. We now go to Luciel, who is trying to command his beast to move away from the threat. Though its tail is presently squashed, it cannot move. His beast yelps in pain, pinned down by the Tyrannosaur's massive toes. He will turn.
Oh no.
Make an attack on Luciel's beast now, his neck craning to chomp down on this wounded animal. Though it slides down, evading the teeth. Its tail mangled. The group on its back will try to stay on board, Luciel clinging to Private Gerard and Maxine. That he manages to stay on board with one hand on the sail, barely. Now going to Akumal.
Who's this echoing?
Oh, I turned Dalish down. I think she might be in her car. But what I could do is
Okay.
I can mute her for
I was
everyone.
like, what?
And then I can unmute her on her turn. Or at least I muted it for me. I don't know if it does it for all of you. Server mute. There we go. Okay. She's presently muted for all.
Let's see. Ooh. This is gonna be rough. What do I have in my little pocket? Mm, this will take some creativity. Okay, no, it says the ground. Can't do that. Mm. I will cast Thinking Cloud. So I puff up my cheeks and I just let out a huge pull as a cloud is aimed into the mouth of the Carnosaur, and hopefully it makes it poisoned if it fails this Constitution saving throw. But it's kind of like a nauseating gas, so I'm trying to see if it ruins its appetite.
Yes. The Constitution saving throw. The DC is that a 15?
It's a 13,
A
sadly.
13. Yes, he does chomp through the mist, it swallowing some of it, it evaporating around his head. The cloud is still there, though on the first round he is not seemingly affected by it. You may also move your dinosaur.
I will. Hopefully he gets to move away a little bit. I know we got chomped down earlier.
Yes. Where would you like to drive your animal?
I think a little further because Stinking Cloud does take concentration, so I don't want to get hit.
Okay.
Yeah, right there, right there.
Rounding about into the swamps. You may roll a perception over here, Akumal, as you conclude your turn.
Oh, shit. Let me see. Perception. Oh yeah, now I roll big. I got a 24.
A 24. In the trees, just to the east, you see two pairs of glowing eyes staring back at you. They appear to be vegetable men. The vegapygmies of the swamp are an indigenous species. They don't often conflict with grung, though where there is one, there are many. You know that these may be scouts, drawn here by the noise or the sounds, or the promise of a meal. The outcome of this endeavor, they are hopeful to catch. Someone here will die today. Vegapygmies are always seen around the promise of death. All right.
That's funny.
Checking if Tyro is here.
Oh no, is he not?
Okay, now going to Dalish on the back of the dinosaur with Tyro.
Oh man, I'm bummed that Tyro's not here. But I guess a question. I don't think I quite understood how we move the dinosaurs. Is that just
I'm
like
here. I'll
part of
go
our...
after Dalish though.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is that part of our action or like our movement? Sorry, Steve.
the dinosaur gets an independent movement of your own. He can move up to
Ooh.
50 feet per round. In addition, you have your own movement.
Okay. I'm gonna actually fly up, and I can get 2 attacks. So I'm gonna do 2 attacks, and I'm gonna try to, and I also can use 2 weapons at the same time. So I'm gonna double dagger, the eyes of, the T-Rex.
Yes. As you leap,
Yeah, I'll go the first shot for the first eye, and the second shot will be for the second eye.
your wings flapping above the noxious cloud of Oxymal's gas. You may roll in athletics to land on the head of the dinosaur.
Ooh, 11.
It is not quite stable enough for you to land your feet. You may make these 2 attacks, though they will be with disadvantage, as your talons have failed to connect with the head of the beast.
Ah, jeez. Okay, okay. I guess I'll go for it. We'll see what happens. I'm hacking and slashing over here. Okay, roll. Oh, it's a 10.
The first,
Okay, let's go for number.
yes, number 2. The first dagger missing
Oh,
its mark. The second eye glaring up at you now.
a non-natural 20. We'll take it. Hell yeah.
Excellent. The dagger piercing into the beast's eye. It shrieks in rage as it attempts to twist its neck to get at the threat that's just gouged its eye. You dodge out of the way, flying just 10 feet, 5 feet above the threat of the maw. It turns to make another snap at you. Its head rising above the cloud. It will make another Constitution save. It is still unaffected by the miasma. He cranes his neck towards you, Dalish. Uh-oh. He chomps down on your legs. You are currently grappled in the mouth of the beast. Roll a Constitution save with the
Jesus
cloud.
Christ. Okay. Constitution save. Oh, it's a 9. That is not good.
This is 19 points of damage to Dalish as the mouth closes around
Got
her. You are grappled. Akumal, what are the effects of your cloud on a failed save?
On a failed save, they are poisoned. And when they are poisoned in this way, the creature cannot take an action or bonus action.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Fortunately, it is the end of your turn. As we go to Tyro. Tyro, you have just witnessed your friend stab the eye and get caught for doing it.
All right, I'm going to look around. I'm going to see my friend Akumal not too far from me. And I'm going to jump it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of things going on in this run. Tell me if I can do this. So what I'd like to do is run across the Stegosaur, or the Salosaurus. Is that what we're calling it?
Salosaur.
Yep, and I'm going to jump onto Aquamal's, bouncing off trees or whatever, land by Aquamal. I'm going to take one of my arrows and use my poisoning feature, but I'm going to use Aquamal's poison on the tip of the arrow. Kind of rub the blunt side of the arrow against his skin real quick and launch the other one at the T-Rex, trying to poison the T-Rex and rescue my friend.
Yes.
So, what do you want for that?
It's close enough, and your base acrobatics high enough. You do not need to roll to leap from one dinosaur to the other. It is only 10 feet. Landing on the back and grabbing hold of the sail, you douse the arrow in Akumal's poison. Akumal, do you give this slime willingly?
Do I give it what?
Do you give him your slime?
Yes, always.
He kneels his forehead to you, making it easy to douse the arrow as his eyes distend in his skull as you press down, coating it both sides, knocking the arrow all in one motion and taking your aim.
All right, does, what did I get, an 18? Does an 18 hit?
The 18 does hit.
Oh, it's actually 25, never mind. All right, 25.
The
So
Carnosaur
it's
is
gonna
poisoned.
take 10 damage from the attack, and then for my sneak attack, it's gonna take 2d6. I'm subtracting one of the dice to add the poison effect, so another 8 damage, and then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He has failed his con.
All right, it now has the poisoned condition, and I guess we can add Akumal's poison. I don't know if it does anything extra.
It's like a 1d4 worth of damage.
Would you like me to roll it?
I just rolled it. I got a 4 too.
A 4. Excellent round. The arrow hitting its mark, the large beast poisoned and taking the extra damage from Akumal's slime. It will bring us to the top of the round if that concludes your turn, Tyro.
It does.
Akeniafa, seeing the beast, is now at a disadvantage. He commands his beast to leap onto the back, the Salosaur climbing the leg. Can he do it? Yes. Adding the weight to the dinosaur. He is crippled now as Akeniafa leaps from his beast, and the two of them on the back. He makes his attacks in rapid succession, attempting to break the spine. The first attack cannot break the tough hide, but the second one lands true. And he rolls 23 points of damage, cracking the bone, the vertebrae on the back. As the beast yelps, his mouth opening. Dalish, you may roll now your athletics to escape the maw, to roll out of the mouth.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Can't make too many promises over here. Okay. Oh, nat 20.
Yo.
Sick.
Yeah, nice time to roll a nat 20, Dalish.
Yes, I needed that.
Not only do you slide out of the mouth,
Is the New Yorker and Dalish.
Coming out.
but Dalish lands in the soft grip of Lance Corporal Gerard. Her blow cushioned as Luciel immediately lays his hands, removing the poison. A restoration on you. We now go to Dinosaur, making his attacks at the things on his back. He will try to throw them off. It is impossible. Akeni's claws have gripped into the beast, and though the Salosaur is sliding off, he continues to scrabble up and follow his master. The Carnosaur is incapacitated at the moment. Levi, we now go to you. You may begin your round by rolling a perception.
Alright. 16.
A 16. You notice, just across the water, is a baby dinosaur with his foot trapped in a root. He is a baby Salosaur, a member of this very herd, trying to pursue his parents. Though he is struggling and crying out, the Salosaurs, they turn their attention toward him. But so too does the massive beast.
Damn it. Alright. We're running for the baby. Screw this, we're running for the baby.
Levi, leaping over the log to the crying child.
We're picking him up.
His foot is tangled in the roots. He will need assistance to escape.
Right, this might go badly, but let's give it a shot.
This thing is so cute. You have to save it.
We gotta slash the roots so that way you can just pick it up.
Yes.
Dalish needs a pet.
Oh, nat 20. Oh my god.
Cutting the roots
Dude,
free,
what? Guys.
Rolls.
and in a single motion,
Fantastic.
swooping up the little baby in your arm, he still cries out, "Wee!" As you... Where do you flee to next?
Down. Down, down, down.
Down.
Oh
As,
dear god, it's able to follow.
as the thing is able to follow. Do you have anything left on your turn, Levi?
I got a knife. I'll throw that.
Throwing the knife.
Dirty 20?
The 20 does hit.
7 damage.
7 damage. As the beast is poisoned and bloody. Do you conclude your turn?
Yes.
All right. We now go to Luciel. He will replenish some hit points on the wounded Dalish. This is 18 points healed for Dalish.
Spectacular. Almost back. I'm almost back, baby.
Yes. And the Carnosaur, even with the effects, he reaches down to bite at you, Levi. He'll roll with disadvantage. He cannot catch you. Slowed down in the mire and by the weight on his back, you narrowly evade his clasping teeth. And we go to Akumal. Concentrating on the cloud.
I will move the cloud
The cloud moving.
back to the mouth. Yes.
The dinosaur inhales deeply
Please, please, please.
and cannot resist this time. The tendrils of the fog seeping into the eye socket where Dalish plucked the eye, and through the nostrils you see he reels in discomfort, his appetite waning. He begins to cough and hack the mucus from his lungs.
Basically immobilized for a round. Let's go, y'all. I'm not going to do anything else. I will keep watch of the veggie pygmies.
Go ahead and roll a veggie pygmy check.
What would you like that to be?
Like a perception.
Let's go 30, 20, 15 plus 5.
Yes. You see that they are beginning to gather. There is also a large one in the tree with the others. It is as if he was
Ooh.
the tree himself. The jungles coming to life around you. This is the hour of feeding, a time most familiar to you, Akumal, the time when your tribe was devoured on a hunt. It was as if the trees themselves and the vines curled and swarmed and came to life. The jungles are teeming with life, though not often seen. When they emerge, it is with purpose. These pygmies are hungry, and they will find a meal here.
I let out a threatening croak to have them back off. I know they see us taking down this thing. You know, I let out a good, like, guttural croak.
Brrr. They, tucking back into their hiding positions, realize there is an apex predator here above one even they intended to consume. Though you know they are not gone, they have temporarily withdrawn. It is a good sign that they will not attack. These are scavengers, Akumal, and you have threatened them. They circle in the swamp, waiting for the opportunity, but that moment is not now. We go to Dalish.
Am I in a reasonable state? Am I like alive and well at this point?
Yes, in fact, Luciel has used his powers to heal you. Though the unconscious Maxine, you see their limb is severed, her hand missing, up to the elbow. And searching within Private Gerard, you find that he does not have the arm, though he picks up a great many debris that he comes across. The arm is missing, and it is your turn.
Oh my god. Gosh, Maxine. Jesus Christ, Maxine. And the T-Rex is like, okay, I guess I'll just keep going after him. I mean, we got to get him down, right?
Yes.
Like all the way.
You may fly
So
over.
I'll go for I'll go for stabbing between the ribs in order to hope I get some organs.
Go into the soft meat, the underbelly. You can see this.
And I'm gonna stab the savvy. Yeah.
The carnophage may have been, or the carnosaur may have been starved, as you can easily spot the emaciated flesh between his ribs. There are vital organs beneath here, In fact, his body is breathing heavily, distending his gut. This one has not eaten in a while.
Well, it doesn't matter too much because I rolled a 7. So, oh,
The first
great.
dagger, not quite able to make it there. He's bobbing and swaying so much. You see the mighty Akeni on his back, digging his claws in and climbing towards the neck where he's getting ready to smash the next vertebrae.
Okay, I'll go for another stab
Another
with my
stab.
2 knives. Because I can do that. Let's see. Oh, okay, this time we're good. It's a 21.
The 21 does hit as you plunge your blade into the underbelly. He reels in pain, his head going back, but Akeni smashes it back down. Go ahead, roll your damage.
Okay, 1 second. Let's go for it's a 4. It's 3 plus 1. I think it's only 5. Jeez. And then let's roll for the second one. Yeah, and it's 8. No, it's 7, excuse me. So 5 and 7.
Yes. The
could be worse.
dagger plunging in once and twice. You pull it back out with a spray of red liquid. This dinosaur, wounded and poisoned, begins to collapse to the ground as Akeni is smothering it with his club. Tyro, the beast is dying.
All right, so in an instant, I'm going to knock another arrow, borrow some slime from my friend Akumal, and let it strike.
Make the killing shot. I think you have... Do you have the dinosaur slaying bow of +3?
No, I don't. Mine's just a normal bow. Did we get a dinosaur slaying bow? Because I need to, if no one's using it.
This one is adequate.
I did. So I had an armor class of 21. Where's my roll? There we go. 10 damage, and then for the sneak attack, I'm going to add that poison effect once again.
Dalish has the dinosaur bow and also +3 arrows against
So
dinosaurs.
8 damage. Oh, if Dalish is using it, that's fine.
Yes. Tyro...
Yeah, I knew I had a bow. I didn't realize it was the dinosaur bow. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Your arrow sails across the field, puncturing into the lung of the beast. He lets out a guttural sound as he collapses into the swamp. And with a sheepish
Akumal,
sigh,
what was that?
the light appears to leave his eyes.
It appears we were in fact chased by a carnivore, yes. Not as big as the Tyrannosaur, but just as formidable.
The Tyrannosaur. Never seen one
No,
of those.
not that one. Hopefully we don't run into one of those, yes. I rather not. It takes a mighty amount of grunt to take one down. I, for one, have never taken one down. Sadly so. I think there's another one that's bigger. I think Gigano? Aw. Oh, I wish I could take one down. How about you, Akene? Have you taken one down?
I have slain this beast. It will have to suffice. We shall take from it a trophy. Though its blood leaks into the swamp water, it will attract piranhas. We should be quick about harvesting what we will take from this and vacate the area quickly, for this mighty corpse will attract the scavengers of these parts. Already I smell them.
Shall we place it in Gerard?
Yes, this would be wise.
As Private Gerard slides down from the dinosaur, and with some help he sludges over. He may consume a large quantity of meat, as is his purpose to be comprised of the byproducts of various animals. Doing so may increase his size and potential, perhaps even unlocking new abilities. Who would like to roll for Gerard's gelatinous cube consumption roll?
I'd be honored.
The
Are you
honor
ready?
of Dalish. As you support the infant gelatinous cube, recently severed from the rest of himself, diminished in size, it is his first opportunity to feast. You may guide him.
I just rolled an 8.
Private Gerard, consuming the flesh and the
Sorry.
entrails, does not perhaps grow as much as one might have hoped. Though his
Oh. He's been muddied?
though his color adjusts slightly to reflect the blood that he consumes. He jiggles and quivers
He jiggled.
as he consumes what he can.
Funny.
Levi, circling back now, has captured the second prize of this encounter. A baby Salisaur. Without a name.
Well, if you guys are gonna keep it,
You
you're gonna have to
annoying
take
me.
care of it.
Salvador.
Salvador. Little Salvador, a hatchling of the Salisaur herd. No doubt one of these here is his parent, though which one is impossible to tell as they are all identical. Perhaps in some way they have raised him communally, though by some accounts not well, for even the smallest root in the jungle was enough to thwart him. He will need nurturing. It is not common for the young to survive out here, as Akumal well knows.
We can always eat him later.
Yes, an investment in the future. We must leave quickly.
And Dalish, you may help Private Gerard onto a dinosaur, though you yourself may need help. He seems engorged.
Levi, can you help me out here?
Absolutely. What do you need?
You push there and I'll push here. And we'll see if we don't sink into his butt.
It's with your legs.
1, 2, 3. Does it go anywhere?
This is great.
So, success?
You may roll your Gerard checks.
Okay, Gerard check coming right up. Let's see if I get a better roll. I got a 12, whatever that means for checks.
Yes. You do not fall into the jello as the viscous surface begins to give way to your palms. You've learned that lesson as you draw back. Though he is too large for you to move onto the dinosaur, perhaps Levi can coerce him.
21.
A 21.
Lift him.
Yeah.
He responds to the chain of command. You are captain and he is lance corporal. He understands the basic commands of climb. Though the Salisaur begins licking the blood on his chops, Gerard is able to mount the beast and supplant himself between the sails.
Good.
Shall we get out of here? Or continue exploring the area? Akeni warns a threat is looming. A threat that Akumal has seen and delayed for the time being, though the jungles do not care for time.
Sick. We must move along, everyone. I spotted some veggie pygmies in the bush, yes. I've never dealt with them personally, but I have always been warned as a young tadpole growing up to avoid them.
The
Yes, I
adventurers.
must concur. I do believe it.
Yes, go ahead, Levi.
I was just saying I concur. I do. You gotta get the hell out of here, man.
Yes. Having conquered now the herd of animals and taken a few for ourselves, we may continue to camp righteous, traveling in style. These dinosaurs move faster than we ever could, also effortlessly navigating the jungles and not caring quite where they go so long as they remain together. There will need to be some means of keeping the pack under control, as these are wild beasts, though for the next hour we may continue unabated.
Oh, I don't suppose we still have some of that carnitory Gerard, do we?
There is sufficient meat product inside Gerard, not yet rotten and digested. It is, by all intents and purposes, quite fresh cuts.
We can always give them a little bit just to calm them down.
Yes.
Oh.
As we travel through the map, you may incentivize them to remain obedient by sacrificing a portion of Gerard's total HP. If this is your choice, you may roll 3d8 to feed the herd for another day.
Oh, geez, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, Gerard is starting with 100 hit points currently.
Are we all currently riding one? Like, we have 4?
Yeah, we probably have like 5 or 6 of them, though one is wounded and beginning to fall to the back of the pack.
We can always sacrifice the one holding us back.
This would be most wise. With the predators out here and a wounded beast in our company, we would be a target so long as this one survives with us. Better to put it out of its misery.
I guess.
Perhaps this beast can be useful when we make it to Camp Righteous, to the people of Camp Righteous, perhaps. So I think we should leave it. Perhaps our Huntmaster General can find some worthy prey to hunt down in the meantime.
You can kind of see Akuma whisper, "Can Maybe, hopefully, she doesn't find anything. I would like to eat some of that meat as well."
We must first leave this region, as we have drawn too much attention here. We may begin the hunt tomorrow. Can your beasts remain as obedient as mine, even if they are not fed?
He rolls his animal handling to demonstrate the prowess.
Oh.
Masterfully, his dinosaur obeys the promise of the hunt. Akeniafa leading at the front of the pack as your other dinosaurs begin to groan under the weight and the burden.
Oh, god damn it, I rolled a 10. He showed me up on this one.
Yes. Yours is beginning to misbehave, Akumal. There is a chance that if you continue to ride it, you may be separated from the group. But we shall first see about the other roles. Lucielle, caring for Maxine, she has become conscious again and stared into his eyes and shared how impressed she is with his ability to corral the beast. Lucielle and Maxine also moved to the front of the group.
I call over to Levi. So Levi, why do we need this one? Are we trying to feed Camp Righteous to his mouth, or what?
I am unsure as to whether or not we may be let into Camp Righteous. After all, we were in quite a hurry. We did not collect very many funds and the like, and we do not know the entrance for what may be required. Perhaps a beast of burden, or, as you may say, a sacrifice is in order for the people of the camp, for our for passage, and hopefully additional compensation for our efforts.
It's not much of a beast of burden if it can't be of burden. Is that the right thing to say, Tyro? Oh dear, my common is showing. Would they like to have this? It seems to be straggling.
I agree. We should get rid of it. We're not going to take care of them at the camp, right?
Are we really gonna kill the poor dinosaur man?
Well, we can leave it to the jungle.
Levi, if there's one thing the jungle and my tribe has taught me, is that the circle of life continues.
We just like took its baby, man. I don't know. I feel bad. Like give it a few days to say goodbye, and then from there we can say, "Alright, peace, nerd."
As
Get
the
outta here.
baby,
We're kidnapping your child along with you.
the baby Sailosaur looks up into your eyes and continues looking over its shoulder at its mother that is trying to keep up. Though you have managed to help him to settle down and not be too loud, from time to time he gives a whimper.
Is it a whimper of hunger? Because we can always give him a piece of his mother.
Oh
Yes.
God, no.
Roll a nature check, Akumal.
Yeah, let's go 21.
Cannibalism is not reserved only to the humanoids of the jungle. In the food chain, it is often appropriate to turn to one's own family tree. The jungle does not have opportunities for everyone, and sometimes we must take what we can get. It is a benevolence to give one's life for their own child. Akumal ritualistically would be doing a good thing, and he believes it.
I won't do it if you don't want me to, Levi. But my tummy is also rumbling.
Alright, listen, I'm just saying, I wanna let Dallas say do her thing real quick. Let's see if we get anything. If we don't, alright, mom's.
Let's see what Dalish comes up with.
Exactly. Alright, Dalish, you are in charge of this mother's life. Well,
She's probably still driving.
Oh, probably. Alright, you know what? I haven't gone out and done a lot of Huntsmaster Generaling lately. I can be a shoe-in for a hunts. You know what? No, actually, Akene, he doesn't have a job right now.
My job is to be at the front of the pack. Though if I am required... if I am required for hunting, then I can assist with this. Though know that the caravan will be unprotected in my absence, and likely you will all perish without my supervision.
This may be. However, this is a risk I must take.
Very good. Then I will hunt, and I shall not return until I have conquered enough food for our entire caravan.
As he saunters off into the jungle, his tail swinging behind him, you're left with the impression that he is not very stealthy. How he will hunt it is not yet evident, though the gladiator has won many fights, possibly by brute force. Then again, once in a while, perhaps even by ambush. Waiting for some time, he does not return by nightfall. We will have to set up camp without the Akeni returned. We may roll a survival.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
We can now.
Oh, okay. It just randomly stopped working. Okay. Sorry, I was like full on board to sacrifice the mom to the baby here. What did he decide to
Oh,
do?
good to know where you your position on that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
that's-
big jungle. It happens every day.
Yeah,
Like
and
they're
he loves to eat.
reptiles.
This is what he loves to eat. They were just snacking on carrion.
Yes.
So he needs
Yep.
some carry out so that he can come with us and be full and happy.
Although we now head into the evening time and the sun begins to set on the horizon, the tree canopy comes to life with those that are nocturnal and awaken only as the sun is setting. Levi, you may roll a perception to keep a lookout if a Kenny will return, though he is very late.
Oh no.
10. Oof.
There is no sight of him. As the sunset becomes dusk and the stars overhead, we set up our small camp in the highest perch of a tree as we can. And down below our herd animals, we have hobbled together, their legs bound by Dalish's rope, though as she comes to the last one, the wounded one, she observes that the tail is smashed and will never heal. The legs, as well, are twisted and the bones appear broken, yet this animal loyally followed. You question whether to tie this beast at all or put it out of its misery. It looks up at you with sad eyes.
I choose not to tie it, but I'm not going to put it out of its misery right now.
You
It-
can see Akumal just on a rock staring at it, just sharpening his sickle, licking his lips.
Yes.
Alright, you know what, Aquamal, I would say you have been the most eager for this so far. You do the honors.
I sure wish a Kenny was here to share the feast, but I'm sure he'll come back with a lovely catch. He'll slowly walk up to the mother, gently like caressing the nuzzle, and then just slicing at the jugular.
Go ahead and roll a jugular check.
Yes, the old jugular check.
We're gonna do a survival
Is that
check.
an attack roll, or I guess I'm always going for the jugular.
Yo, I just got a nat 1 on the survival check for a total of 6.
That's gonna be a horrible death.
Yeah.
As
Gonna
you
traumatize Levi.
As you miss the intended vein to give them a quiet and peaceful death, instead striking the primary nerve, the beast shrieks in pain and all the others wail with it, the entire herd agitated. As the beast bleeds out painfully in all directions, stampeding into a tree, it smashes its head and, wounded and crippled, stumbles back to you, drooling. It's not finished, Akumal. You'll have to try again.
As a rogue, can I jump in? And rogues are about that fatal attack. So could I make an attempt myself?
Absolutely. Seeing Akumal's work, and obviously this being part of some sort of jungle custom, a ritual perhaps of pain release before death, might grant a peaceful afterlife. Though your superstitions are not such, you may assist him.
Just doing a normal attack roll, I got a 25.
It will hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll damage?
You may.
It'd probably be easier just to roll this way.
Let's just say it was Akumal's hunger that blinded him.
17 damage.
As the wounded beast stumbles towards you, the last of its life gushing out, it yearns to survive. The same instinct that drives us all, amplified out here in the jungle of 1,000 chances. This one has none left. You plunge your dagger into its brain, twisting. It finally collapses, peacefully with a groan of exhaust, the blood trickling from between its teeth and down its chin. It no longer moves, And in the silence of this moment, you hear the 1,000 insects and the calls of distant beasts. The jungle is coming, and this offering you have made.
Oh, I'm sorry, Akumal. Did you like to eat the brains?
I was just going to say, Tyro, that is the most nutritious part for a carnivore. Oh dear, I guess we'll make do.
My apologies, friend.
Gerard does not obtain any intelligence from eating the brains.
Fair enough.
Though you notice
Akumal will munch on whatever pieces of brain is left.
Akumal, you may munch on some pieces of brain as make a medicine check.
I got a 6.
It's not evident to you, though Levi, Lance Corporal Gerard has begun acting strange. He appears, perhaps by consuming the brains, to have possibly contracted something.
Ha! Funny.
As he no
How can you
longer
feel accused?
he no longer jiggles as much as quivers, and his eyes have begun going lopsided. Akumal continues to slurp up the gray brain matter, seemingly unaffected. Though anyone may roll a medicine check to examine Gerard. Luciel will try it.
Can we have Luciel do it?
Luciel finds nothing wrong with him. This seems to be regular gelatinous cube behavior. Maybe he's just excited at this strange and wonderful meal.
Maybe he's just excited.
Regular, huh? I doubt that. But who am I? No expert on gelatinous cubes.
Well, you may roll a medicine if you choose to. Although Luciel's prognosis revealed nothing of interest, it's always good to get a second opinion.
All right, I'm no expert, but I'll give it a try. 8.
Yes. Standard cube behavior.
You know what? I think I agree with him after all.
Yes. It's completely ordinary behavior. Well, with that, it's probably time to feed the young one. Choice cuts for the youngling, or perhaps those that are most scuffed. After all, this is his initiation to the party.
We can give him an intestine. Yes.
As he slurps it up like spaghetti, the other Salosaurs also become interested, sniffing at the meal, pushing their way through as they begin to consume the flesh. Maxine, wandering forward with her hurt hand, is wrapped and bandaged, though the appendage is gone. She whines about hunger and asks if there's any for her.
Maxine, being hungry is part of being an adventurer.
He used to say her so much.
You're probably right, and me having lost my hand, I perhaps require fewer calories than the rest of you. I'll wait for the Kenyafa to return, I suppose.
Wait. Here's a piece of the kidney.
Well, I've been talking on mute. What am I doing?
Oh man.
I'm just...
Okay, yeah.
What are you
So
saying this whole Levi?
as she takes the kidney in her hand,
I'm trying
fingers red, and begins to eat it greedily, she locks eye contact with you, Akumal, and you might nod in approval at her savagery, eating it with one hand and beady eyes in the dark.
Yes, Maxine, let the jungle consume you.
Yes.
Yeah.
She swallows without chewing. Levi, Lance Corporal Gerard has consumed the brains, and the group has deemed that he is still fit for duty.
Yeah, honestly, seems legit. Sure. We got a second opinion, and they say he was okay. But you know, if he, as a fellow military man, can I determine if this is he doing okay? Like just
He's a bit
from like a
acting-
non-medicine perspective.
acting out of order. You are observing some minor conduct unbecoming of an officer.
How dare he? How so? What kind of conduct unbecoming of an officer?
His eyes
My
are
call for
no longer
roast.
orderly and have begun to kind of sink into his head and float around.
Can't have that.
He no longer
Alright, you
jiggles
know
with
what? This
delight, but
calls for the move.
from time to
Oh,
time...
Levi, don't worry. That's normal behavior.
Listen, this calls for one thing. I know exactly what to do. Alright? We're doing military drills. We're doing marching drills.
Marching
The
drills.
greatest of Exactly. This is
This
the
is the
greatest of
solution.
recovery methods.
Oh my God.
So here's the deal.
I want to see it.
As captain, Levi can command military drills at any time and for any reason. Although, on this occasion, we did travel 2 days' distance and are facing exhaustion without a long rest. We may take 1 point of exhaustion to complete a military drill, the benefits of which are undeniable.
I think Akumal's gonna.
I will take the point of exhaustion with him because goddamn, if I'm going to be ordering a subordinate to do something, I'm going to do it with them.
Mm-hmm.
I will not order any subordinate to take any action that I will not do myself.
That's correct. As captain of the military drills, you have several within your repertoire. You may command a forced march to Camp Righteous, or you may do drills where you are now, such as setting up the perimeter and changing posts, the changing of the guard.
We will do drills as we are now. We're not doing a forced march or anything along those lines. We don't need that.
With your blade drawing the lines of the exercise yard, you may now command Private Gerard to perform his duties.
Alright. I do so. Alright. Up, 2, 3. Private Gerard. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's not Private Gerard anymore. You have risen to your rank so fast. I am very proud of you. Lance Corporal.
Lance Corporal Gerard rolls a nat 1, failing the first drill miserably.
God damn it.
He hardly moves, instead rolling over onto one of his sides as his eyes float up to the surface of the other side. This is not
Lance
the way
Corporal
you do the
Gerard.
drill.
This is not discipline. Oh my god. It is worse than I feared. He has forgotten his discipline. He has become a being of base gluttony. This is a terrible.
How about the one on top?
No.
How shall you discipline the
Yeah. So
disobedient
this-
soldier?
Being of base gluttony. How could this happen? All right. You know what? We're doing extra duties. Alright, not only is he what do you call it? Not only are we setting up the camp, setting up the perimeter, but we also have to muck the dinosaurs now. All right, we have to oil the equipment. We have to you know what? I think we gotta make this personal to Gerard. We have to, I think, set up the sleeping quarters, something along those lines.
He must make his bed.
Exactly. He must make his bed. He must shine. He must shine his shoes. He must unwrinkle his. Actually, that slime there, that's looking pretty sloppy. He's got drips coming down. Now I was excusing it because we were in the field, but with this with this show of behavior we're having here,
As
I
you
realized,
observe,
what in the nine hells is that? Oh no.
as you observe Gerard's behavior, can you describe how he is out of order? Would it be a top right or left condition? It seems that he has not shined his shoes, nor followed command.
I don't want any of these, but I'm gonna go with top left because that's the scariest.
I like top left.
Maybe actually bottom left. Actually, I kind of like bottom left the best.
Bottom left.
He has extra eyeballs. Oh my gosh, this is far worse than I could have ever expected.
Yo.
He doesn't look any different to me.
It is the same Gerard as only. He is growing into his role. As Lance Corporal, the duties require new responsibilities, and Tyro admires the tenacity of our friend.
Think of what he could do now.
Yes, but power without discipline is merely barbarity. We cannot have this. I require him more drills.
Yes. The drills are necessary.
He needs to. Exactly. A healthy growing spirit requires his drills.
The journey to
Is necessary for the soul.
necessary for the soul and the march tomorrow. Private Gerard continues to disobey, though he will attempt again to. This time, perhaps somewhat orderly, he is showing improvements. That is what is expected of a Lance Corporal.
But
Private Gerard,
He earned that title again.
or Lance Corporal
Incredible
Gerard,
bravery.
does seem to demonstrate a serviceable quality.
Very good. Alright. In that case, what is presently left that we can do at the moment? I think honestly, I think we're good to go, and I think we should go to bed and call it a night. We can continue this in the morning.
Yes. With the camp set up, Jesus Christ, an event transpires.
Is that good for us or bad for us?
I think that's like the first time he ever said Jesus Christ in a session, so I
Yeah.
don't think that's good.
Wait, sorry, what?
It is spiders.
After
Something
John
about-
rolled, he
oh.
said, Jesus Christ.
How big are those?
The night spiders have come.
What the fuck? They're
Nice.
bigger than the continent?
No, sorry. We just happen to be on the board right now. But yes, the night spiders have come, and Akumal would know well that the night spiders, when they do come, they come from all directions. There is a mass migration of them moving through these parts now, perhaps displaced by the floods. The good news is that they don't have webs, and so we have not stumbled into an ambush. The bad news is, as their 8 eyes are glistening in the moonlight, you can see that they are unnerved and scuttling toward us. They will climb this tree and through it. What morsels they find, they will cocoon and take with them. The party may roll a perception check. If anyone was on watch, you may roll with advantage, but you will have exhaustion.
Oh dear.
$18.
Wait, don't I have the alert? Or no?
Maybe you have the alert. Tyro, though you do not get the full night's rest and will incur 1 level of exhaustion.
I do not.
You may see the spiders coming and warn the group in advance, though disrupting their sleep will also cause them exhaustion. Alternatively, you may come up with a solo mission to thwart or distract the night spiders. And although you can see they are coming in a wave, it is not...
Do I feel like I could take on the night spiders? Or basically I would like to protect my group if I'm standing watch, but I don't want to take on a challenge that I feel like I couldn't take on. Is it feasible, I guess is what I'm asking? I'm not.
Well, they are beasts. You can roll a nature, survival, or history check, though you might not be familiar with the spiders of Cholt. There are plenty of spider fights in your history, and always it was wandering into the den that was the worst of it.
I think what I'll do to be safer, I'm going to wake up one person to help me with this.
You may wake up any one person, but
so Levi's already got a level of exhaustion, right, from his training?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got a dinosaur bow. Maybe that'd help.
I was gonna say I'm gonna are they dinosaur spiders? I'm gonna wake up Dalish, and I'm gonna like kind of warn her that it's happening, and we're gonna try to take a stealthy approach. She's the only one I can trust when it comes to stealth.
As you stir Dalish from her meditation, she was siphoning and feeding on the dreams of all of you around her. Though it should not cause much of you too much harm, the absence of her slaking her thirst suddenly leaves you with nightmares. Now, Dalish, awakened or at least broken from your trance, Tyro points out to you the night spiders are coming.
Let's try to let the rest of the party sleep.
Yeah,
we need at least some of us to be healthy for tomorrow.
Do you think we should try to lure them away? What are they after? Can't tell. Maybe they're just curious?
No, they want meat.
They want meat.
Just like everything in this damn jungle.
For God's sakes.
You
just
see,
like home.
As one of them crawls over the desiccated bones of the mother Salisaur we slew just tonight, it begins to wrap up a hind quarter with some scraps of meat on it, spindling it into a cocoon it carries on its back as it continues. Others begin to do the same.
Maybe. Oh, they're leaving.
More are coming.
Okay, we're gonna hide, and we're gonna try to head off. Like, we'll pick them off one at a time using stealth as they get too close to our party.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to get my large bow at the ready, just in case.
All right. The first one approaches. It begins climbing up your tree, its legs scuttling. It seems not to see you, or if it does, it's heading direct towards you. Its trajectory has not changed.
Okay. I'll give her the signal, and at the same time, we're gonna simultaneously strike.
I love it. Okay. I'm ready.
Now.
Here we go. Rolling. Okay. We got an 18 for trying to shoot them with this gigantic bow.
Yes. It does hit.
23.
23 is also good.
Nice.
As you break apart the carapace and shatter the eyes, its thorax splits open, emitting a phosphorescent green goo. The spider continues climbing up the tree for a moment, leaving a trail behind it. Before its spinneret ejaculates the webbing aimlessly, and it falls down onto the back of the ground with its legs into rigor mortis. The other spiders seem to be
How
attracted to it.
romantic. This is what we should have done for Akiniafa and his date.
What, ejaculate?
Leave a trail.
Not me, them, the spiders.
Oh.
Yeah, leave a trail of ejaculated web. All right.
Everywhere. Okay,
Next.
what are the next two up to?
They begin to pull apart the carapace and the legs of the still living, barely alive spider, and harvesting its goo, they begin to consume it, taking with them.
So we're going. When we attack this one, I'm going to use green flame blade to like leap fire from the first one to the second one, and
Ooh,
same thing. I'll give her the signal and I'll say now.
Okay, I'm ready. I've got my next arrow lined up.
Spreading the fire to the others.
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, your arrow flecks off and splattering more of the fire to the others. We now
I
have
only got a 12.
night fire spiders. They shriek and curl up and die. And although more now come to feast on the corpses, the night spiders are innumerable. There are hundreds, and they consume all in their path. For every one that you wound, it seems another two come to consume it and then continue moving through, though some pass by, ignoring you, while others...
Ignoring
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to snuff out the flames that we're seeing. That appears. You guys can use it to snuff out a campfire. Does it work for the for these flames?
Yes. Snuffing out the
Smart.
flames.
Very smart.
Okay, we're gonna let these spiders pass by, but if they get too close to our allies, we'll have to strike.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Yes. And now and then throughout the night, as many spiders continue on beneath you and picking up what pieces of meat were discarded, they pick the bones clean and... Oh, our herd animals. Oh no. This would be a contention. The spiders are now beginning to... Not quite the same size as our pack animals, but smaller. Let us see. They will choose to ignore the beasts. They do not see them as food. Perhaps we are safe in our perch here, but now and then another one climbs up the tree, and that one you must deal with. It continues this way throughout the night, though you become proficient at slaying them, and many shells were gathered at the bottom and swept away by the mass of the migratory spiders. We will come now to daylight, and although you are only a day's journey from Camp Righteous, and the strange events of the night disturb you all, more troublesome yet is that Lance Corporal Gerard's condition has not improved, and further, the hunter Akeniafa has not returned, though in the night you heard strange howls in the distance. Perhaps they were not his, but he was the cause of them. These answers remain unclear as you decide how to begin your morning. Only Akumal, Luciel, and Maxine are well rested. Dalish,
Tyro and
Tyro.
Dalish have like bags under our eyes.
and Levi each have bags under their eyes.
Oof. Morning, guys.
What a lovely morning in the jungles. How did everyone sleep?
I pull out my arrow again and start aiming it at Akumal.
I like grab her. I grab her arrow and push it down, like so she doesn't shoot him. Well, you seem chipper, my friend. I hope you rested well.
Oh, dude, he's just looking at both of y'all with like the biggest smile on his face, excited to be out here, oblivious to what you guys did in the night.
You just lick your eyeballs and let's get going.
Aw.
My wrist is turning black.
Yo, Tyro.
That's completely normal for an adventure.
Okay,
Oh my god.
it's just part of the fun. I have heard.
Absolutely.
I will go back to my gathering job, and I try to look for any hallucinogenic mushrooms nearby.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead and roll a foraging
Max.
check.
Maxine, I fear that breaking up with Kenny Alpha was a poor decision. Things have not gone well for you since then.
It
That's
is
17.
It is always hard in the beginning, but we must make do with our choices.
You were
Choices.
protected and well fed. Now look at you.
There is the ghost white mushroom. In addition to ones which are not hallucinogenic but are poisonous. With a 17, you may harvest both types of mushrooms, or you may simply pick one or the other.
Ooh, I will harvest both in preparation because I don't know if I will be welcomed or not. So I take
thought we were
both
going.
mushrooms.
Are we going on a trip or are we going on a trip? Wait,
Oh,
what
no,
are we
this
doing
is-
here?
Yeah,
This is just
which
for
one?
Maxine. So I calmly hopped to Maxine after my foraging trip, seeing how I was very well rested. Who knows why? Maybe it was because of the lovely weather we had. I don't know. Akumal doesn't know. He hops up to Maxine and he offers her, what's it called?
Here's the ghost white mushroom. It's
The ghost white mushroom.
Yes, it's very good
Sick.
for leaching the blood from the face and helping a person to sleep through in a stupor, any malady. The idea is that they do recover from whatever is affecting them currently by resting. So it will induce sleep, but also severe paranoia and vomiting.
Lovely. I chop up the cap and stem into small, tiny pieces. And I'll put it in a little pouch for me to carry. But I offer her I think 3 slices is good. I feel like it sounds like a strong mushroom. I go up to Maxine and be like, Maxine, this will aid you in your troubles.
Oh, thank
Have
you.
some.
Wonderful, Akumal. Your jungle remedies are marvelous. I'm experiencing the miracle already. The taste is not disagreeable.
How lovely. And then all of a sudden, only to Maxine, he starts sounding like a human being. You will experience a sensation unlike any other. And I recommend that you have a full days of rest. Otherwise, you will be suffering through massive hallucination. And she probably knocks out after that.
What? As she begins to grow drowsy at the word of hallucinations, you see that her eyes dilate and her face becomes very sweaty. She falls unconscious. Looking at the bloody stump, the bandage does need to be changed. Although this would be... Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say, as she knocks out, I'm sure she's suffering through immense pain. So I'll change her bandage, and right before I wrap like new bandage, I'll also cast Cure Wounds on the first level to kind of help the healing process as well.
Yes. As you load her up onto the back of the dinosaur, her bandage changed and the wounds cured. She will remain in this condition for a day, though she tosses and turns in her sleep, sweating profusely and seeming to protest against the demons in her mind. Occasionally she vomits up some white film that you dab with a cloth.
She regains 9 hit points.
Very good.
Or I assume we take like, what was the sleep like long rest or no?
Well, she long rested last night, and she has recovered. The healing is a good gesture. This is a positive thing, although she is currently at her maximum hit points of 10, although I believe she might have leveled up. We are able to begin our journey for the day. Levi, Camp Righteous being only a day or two away, would you like to make double time again today? Or do you want to send out a search party for... Oh, so we are...
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah.
A Kenny off a search party is an option. I'm placing Lance Corporal Gerard on the map as our current location. If we were to do another double day, we could hit Camp Righteous by nightfall, though we would incur another level of exhaustion. Otherwise, we would have to stay out here and maybe search for a Kenny or call the session here for today.
Where is a Kenny? I was wondering.
Search for Kenny. Yeah.
How did we lose him?
He went out on a hunt. And
he decided to be...
Yeah.
I'm good to search for him, but it's up to y'all.
Yeah, we can...
Yeah, I think we search.
We can split up and all of us stay within, an hour's distance or so, and everybody come straight back, or we can stay together. But somebody probably would need to stay with Gerard and Maxine, since they're both sort of afflicted by conditions at the moment.
Oh, well, we can leave Luciel with them.
Okay. Yeah, Luciel will stay behind. And are we splitting up or staying together? For our Kenny office search
cover
party.
more ground if we split up and be able to come
I like
back
splitting
sooner.
up. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Levi.
All right.
How would you like to form the teams?
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Team 1, we got Akumal and Dalish, and we got Tyro and Levi. I think these are you got Team 1, Team 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do
Team
it.
1 Team 1 is Akumal and Dalish. Call them Team Murder Happy Nerds. We got Team 2, which is...
He said murder happy nerds.
We got Team 2, which is Levi and Tyro, and we're the Law Bros.
Law Bros.
Yes, the law.
And
Our
all of us
favorite
have a
thing.
relationship with the law.
Oh
Yes.
my god. That was great.
And what are the team colors? Each team may choose their own color.
Obviously Team 1, it's gotta be red.
I knew you were gonna
And
say that. I knew it.
Team 2 has to be blue. Listen, we're the boys in blue, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like blue. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. So is Murder Happy Bros, is that a red banner?
Yeah.
Okay. And the Law
Gotta be
Bros
dramatically accurate.
is
For
a
the
green.
color of love.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we are.
More on the lines of passion, but you know, yeah, love also works.
Hmm. Oh,
Loving
that's
what
kinda
Ooh,
you
that
do.
cool.
top right one fits Dalish.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I like
looks
all of
pretty
these.
sick.
This is a good prompt.
What does that say at the bottom? Murder. It says our name, Murder Happy Team,
Yeah.
on
And
the
then,
bottom, right?
correct.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Up here, Murder Happy Bros in small text for that one. It's fine.
No, we're the bros. They're the nerds. Oh well, that's fine. They
What?
could be bros too.
Oh,
They're gonna
murder.
be
We're
lawful
chill.
nerds.
Oh,
That seems
nerds.
appropriate.
Do you need a re-prompt? Law
No,
Bros.
that one's
Nah,
so
don't
cool.
worry
That
about it.
dagger's awesome.
We can both be. Everybody, we can be bros. We can all be bros.
And how about the Law Bros?
Dude, there's some. The
Uh,
bottom left is sick. I mean, the top left makes sense.
Bottom
for
left
law.
is. Yeah, I think top right. Honestly, also
Top
works.
right.
I mean, we're in the jungle, right? I think we gotta go with top right just because
Mhm.
you know it's a bit, you know, tattered and all that,
And yet civilized.
exactly.
And we'll give it a try as we load the Law Bros competitive team banner. In the search for a Kenny Alpha, obviously for the winning team there is a prize. Though, what it is yet can't be said. Perhaps something a Kenny found or needs. It is always an opportunity. Alright. So you may still be the murder happy nerds. Nerds. Happy, happy. Joy, joy.
I'll take the bottom right because it's the same thing except different positioning, I guess.
Or the murder happy bros. This one's pretty clean. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Though the scriptures in the background you may not be able to read, Akumal. It is the purpose of the blade that cuts its path to a Kenny Alpha. With our banners loaded in, the two teams will begin an expedition with 1 day's time limit to locate the missing Kenny Alpha. Both teams may now roll initiative.
Okay, let's if I can do it. Let's go, Ak.
Yes.
Oh no, we got an 8.
Nose.
8 from me,
And
Levi.
a 4.
Ooh, hold on. Let me roll mine.
12 total
18 for me.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
Murder Happy Bros.
She beat us just by herself.
Murder Happy Bros.
Ooh, murder wins out.
Will have the initiative here. You may choose your direction and your plan.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I will look at Dalish and I will as we're locking eyes, I wild shape into a velociraptor to pick up on any scent of a Kenny Alpha.
And I raise my eyebrows in approval. Just like, yeah, hell yeah. Silent agreement.
Yes.
We're gonna win. We're gonna find this guy.
Oh shit, I got a 22 to pick up a scent.
Very good.
22? Oh man.
A 22, and then I will start out before I start following the scent. I look at Dalish and I gesture up, hoping that she understands what I'm trying to say.
And I fly higher above him so that I can see ahead and give any like clues or hints and like follow him.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Your scent
Who's this?
brings you to the bog.
Fuck.
Okay. Now going to wherever my map went. Yeah.
Well, bro.
To the Law Bros. Though Dalish and Akumal wandered off in some direction, it was obviously the wrong direction. Levi recalls Kenyafa didn't walk that way.
We're both so high.
Alright. So, tell you what. There's one thing you can always bet with a Kene Alpha. Is that he's gonna be going for the glory. So if we can
Yep.
find the biggest, strongest, the meanest motherfucker out here,
Oh
there's
my
a very
god.
solid chance we have found a Kene Alpha.
Oh my god.
I'm with
So
you, Levi.
Let's start looking at the biggest, the strongest, the meanest motherfucker out there.
As you
Alright.
both look at each
with
other.
With that plan, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. It was just a joke that you are both looking at each other
Oh,
and
this is
being
gonna
like,
backfire horribly, and it's
That
gonna
guy.
be incredible.
yeah.
It will be. It will be.
It's gonna be like, all right, congratulations, you found the Ultra Sword. The what now? Roll initiative.
Okay, so you guys want to do a search for the biggest threat that you can find.
That's what we're trying to do. Track down the biggest and the baddest.
Exactly.
All right.
And in doing that, I'd like to throw this out there. I'm going to be encouraging stealth. I don't know if I can talk Levi into that, but I don't want the
You
biggest and the baddest
absolutely
to come
can.
after us.
He's just not very good at it, but he'll give it an honest to God shot.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for your stealth check. Meanwhile, Tyro, we will assume that you are stealthing. You may roll a big baddie check. See what you can come up with.
Now, heads up,
Okay.
I do have heavy armor, so that's why I got disadvantage.
You just want me to roll a like a d20 just to see?
Yes. Or it could be one of your skill checks that you think is appropriate.
Okay. So I rolled initially a stealth and I got a 22.
Yes, the stealth is good.
And then you want me to, like, investigation maybe?
Yeah.
I think investigation would be good. And I got an 18 for that.
Yes. Flying high overhead today are shadows of creatures, something in the sky. Not like a dragon, but not a gargoyle either. You pursue these big baddies to the side of a cliff. Above are dense jungle foliage, but perhaps clearly a nest. Up there would be certainly where Kenny Alpha would be. I will now move you over there.
All right. Tyro's going to try to use his little rocket boots to kind of do short little bursts of blast as he jumps from rock to rock.
Perhaps you should save that for now, in the event that we do find something that we may not be prepared for, something with wings, and he is not there.
What do you mean save?
Is that not useful or some sort of limited resource?
What is fuel? Tyro genuinely doesn't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did you want to?
Like,
did you want to help him?
Firewood, tinder, coal.
Help him inspect the boots. Go ahead, Levi. He'll show them to you.
Yeah. They seem like they work. Are they not magical?
Go ahead, Levi. You can investigate
My
the
God.
boots.
Oh, I can investigate. Let's go. Alright. Investigation, my specialty. Trust me. 23.
These
Wait,
boots
hold
are.
on.
Uh-huh.
Let me. Let me just check exhaustion rolls. That might be a disadvantage.
The new exhaustion rules just give you a -2 penalty on everything for every level.
Oh, really? Oh, sweet.
I think it's something like that.
Okay,
I
in that
can't
case,
remember.
21.
A 21. These boots are clearly contraband. Garrett's garnets. It looks like they might have been up to some seedy shit, not paying their tariffs on the ships coming in. The sprockets and the gizmos on these boots are amazing. The inventor needs to be lauded and praised. For every time that it jumps, the sprocket releases its hinge, but upon the impact of landing, it re-sprockets and loads up for the next jump. It is a self-perpetuating mechanism using an external source of power, such as the locomotion of an individual. You'll have to confiscate these as they are part of an ongoing investigation. For Tyro to deny it would be him refusing to give over evidence and possibly even obstructing justice.
So what do you think? What kind of fuel
yes.
do these take?
Supposedly, it takes kinetic energy. Very, very impressive work by the. Yes. Unfortunately,
Is kinetic energy some kind of cantrip?
of a sort, I suppose. Unfortunately, I may need to requisition these. However, I will then proceed to use emergency war powers to loan them back to Tyro.
Are you deputizing Tyro?
Tyro's like standing there with no shoes on. Yeah, I would appreciate my boots back.
Well, yeah, you stand there with no shoes on for like a second, and then we're using emergency wartime powers to give you back your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's like if the army came up, requisitioned your firearm, and then proceeded to give you back your firearm so that you can go do what you were
Correct.
previously doing.
So you will need to log this event on this date. You did deputize Tyro as a he's an armorer holding on to the inventory of evidence collected. This also begins his participation in the investigation. You may swear him in, Levi, as we go to the other group.
All right. Well, congratulations, you are being sworn in. The oath is something that I have to come up with later.
Yes.
All right. Tyro's just gonna be kind of confused the whole time. You just asked him about his boots. He showed it to you, and then you're going through all these like legal loopholes, and he's just like, "I got my boots back though, right?"
Temporarily.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do have your boots back.
Okay. Akumal, your nose has led you down into a rotted log. It is a massive tree that was felled some time ago, and the rainwaters have poured the sludge in, mixed with the wonderful aromas of mold and silt and rotten fish. It is a tabaxi. No doubt a Kenyafa, you know his scent well. He has been here or is here, or possibly defecated here. All are good leads.
And I kind of point to the log you mentioned to Dalish and give her kind of like a kind of give her like a gesture of excitedness, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. And by
I
the
can
way,
see it.
this log is a tunnel that you can enter. It's about 20 feet wide. And the rotted wood,
Oh,
though
shit.
crusting away and covered with mushrooms, is also filled partway with debris from the runoff. The floodwaters made their way through here, and it now leads into an area that is a cave.
Ooh. I'm walking next to
Ooh.
him as we go in, looking around
Yeah,
for
we're
any
gonna.
signs of a Kenny. Actually, can we like do a perception check to see if there's any signs of like paw prints or something?
Yes.
No. Give me one. Oop. Please. Please. Oh my god, I got a 6.
Here, I'll roll 2.
Yes, you may also roll.
Please. I got nothing.
And I got a 16.
A
Ayo,
16.
Better.
Yes, Akenny has certainly been here, though he did not leave behind such good footprints on this mossy, spongy surface. You can see the divots where a large tiger paw has grabbed purchase on here and leapt. The next one is 15 feet away. He was bounding and jumping through here, and look, it's a hare. It is
Oh.
a hare of Akenny Alpha.
Maybe he found a butterfly. Just following it in here.
It's quite
I haven't
possible.
seen him bounce around a lot.
Yes.
You hear Akumal just lets out like a like velociraptor.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Elbow him in the ribs.
It may almost certainly be a butterfly that he followed here. As you see, the small larvas are crawling everywhere. Some of them have begun to form chrysalis.
Oh, fuck. I mean, let's go deeper. See where he is.
Yes. You hazard to guess that this log opening up into an underground lake is holding the mucky runoff from so much swamp debris. It may be unwise to go into the brackish water, though also you can't see into it. If anything is hiding beneath, it is lying very still, almost too still.
I will look into the bog. Just stare into it for a little bit to see if anything looks back at me.
Roll a bog check.
Oh, it's a nat 1, so.
Ah, yes, the surface is black and does not reflect
Great.
much
Great.
light in this place.
Great, let's keep going.
I follow behind. Or I follow to the side.
Edging alongside the bog, did you go around the top side or the same side that she went on?
I guess I'll go top side.
Top side, there are nooks and crannies, little alcoves. There's no Akeniofas in them, although one of them you can see seems to lead back into a chamber of some sort. It's difficult to tell what's back there, though you can smell a good source from back there. Perhaps Dalish is small enough to squeeze through.
Do you make a sound to me to check it out?
I let out a small chirp.
Okay. I'll walk over quietly and poke into there and see if there's anything there.
Yeah. If you were to fold your wings and really squeeze in, you could go back there. Akumal indicates to you that there's some information there, though he can't get to it with his current size.
Okay, folding them wings up
Okay.
and squiggling through, wiggling my body until I get to the other side.
Squeezing through, it reminds you of a special place in hell where people with the phobia of tight spaces would be kept where the walls were crushing them. If there were an earthquake...
Oh, I made that.
Yes, one of your own contraptions. The bewildering screams and torment that come from it in such hollow places echo unnaturally with the walls so confined together. It was one of your favorite ways to fall asleep. Now in the back room, you may sort through the mud.
Okay, I put my hands down in it and kind of like sift through it to see what I can find.
Your palm comes up with a ball of black slime, though there seems to be something more hard within. Do you brush away the slime?
Yeah, definitely. I take my hand and I try to buff it out so that I can see what's underneath.
Beneath the ball of slime is a beetle.
Oh, hey, buddy. What are you doing in here?
He appears to be hibernating.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. When I look around, do I feel more of these balls underneath the mud?
You do. There are dozens of them.
Wow, okay, there's a swarm. I'm gonna slowly place him back into the mud. Very slowly, so that he can just sink right back in there. And I'm gonna look around the walls to see if there's any signs of a kine.
No, he wouldn't have been able to fit back here, but you may roll a nature check, or you can just leave the bugs alone there if you like.
Check. You love nature. But I don't love nature because I got an 8.
You may show it to Akumal.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, okay. So I'll pick the beetle back up, and I will slip back through, and I will show it up to him. I'll be like, quietly, I'll say like, I don't know what it is, but there was a lot of them. But there was no akene.
I rolled a 7, so I just curiously, confusingly stare at what she's showing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Maybe best to place it back then. It could be dangerous.
Okay, I toss it back into through the hole in the wall.
Tossing it back into the hole. We now go to Levi, who has sworn in. So much D&D.
All right. So, now you've done that, congratulations, Constable. Now, I guess, should we just start scaling the cliff face? What's your thoughts here? You're the scout.
Yeah. So Tyro he just starts hopping up the rocks, bouncing, left, right, acrobatics, combined with the boots, easily scales the wall.
Yes. You would have the first view of this place.
It is.
Let's put a nest.
Not bad.
Yes.
16 for scaling the cliff face.
A 16. Whoops. Yes, making it up most of the way there, still 10 feet away from the top. Tyro, there is a large nest not far from where you are now.
Stealth.
Yes.
And then we're going to check out that nest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth check.
I will wait till Levi gets to the top. I don't want him to for me to just disappear.
Very good.
Maybe I'll even help him on the last bit.
Yep. Okay, you both ascend, and though his hands are a bit bloody and scraped, it was a somewhat effortless climb. 27 feet to make it up here. It's not safe from everything, though safe from the flood waters and all but the most tenacious predators.
That was impressive, Levi.
Yes, well, this is what discipline and hard work and the guard gets you.
I don't see any signs of a Kenny Alpha, do you? I kind of look around.
Perhaps not.
There is the nest. I probably for that creature that we've been seeking out.
I I'm scared, but I also need to know. Is this a griffin nest?
How would you know that?
Yet you get trained. You gotta know these things as a guard, you know.
Right.
Griffin nest. All
Um,
right, today as a guard, we will teach you all about griffin nests.
It's not
No. Listen, it's
unreasonable.
more on the lines of like an egg, right? We're looking at the egg and we're trying to determine if, like, you learn about these things as a guard because people traffic that kind of stuff, man.
Oh,
And
there you go.
so
There you go. That's fair. Yeah,
y-
from the
y-
black market, all
and so
the.
you're
Oh, Nyanzaru would have a
exact.
huge black market for eggs, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Exactly. You understand.
although part of the standard issue in your training does equip you to handle all sorts of scenarios in different parts of the world, the jungles of Cholt are not hosting an indigenous species of griffin. Still, there are more dangerous sky reptiles, sometimes dragons as well.
Uh-oh.
But no doubt, any eggs harvested in the wild would fetch some type of price, sometimes for their mystery or their allure. You do notice that one of the eggs is miscolored. It is perhaps the egg of a different animal, or just a special one. But as you creep closer to the nest, trying to be as quiet as possible, you turn your gaze towards the sky. Roll a quick perception, both of you.
11.
Nat 20. Just that easy, guys.
Yes, there is a bit of cloud cover occluding your vision, Tyro. The rain will come back tonight. But Levi, having been here for many storm seasons, has trained to see through it, and a thing that he knows is whatever roosts here is not present and is nowhere nearby. Most animals gifted with the power of flight, if leaving the roost, return at sundown. There are several hours before anything would make it back here. He explains to you the nest is unguarded.
Well, Levi, what would you like
Rope?
to do?
Rope and backpack?
How heavy are the eggs? Could I lift it with a mage hand?
It could be possible. How much can a mage hand lift?
I think 5 pounds.
5 pounds. The 3 smaller ones do look like they could, but the larger one seems heavier, more dense. There's something special about it. It might require a bit more effort.
I think
you
what I
what.
could do, I could hop up there, grab them, and throw them down to you.
Would you like to do that?
I don't think we should throw them. Okay, tell you what, here's what we can do. If I can empty out my pack and give you my stuff real quick. And then we can put this egg, we can surround it in a bedroll, right? And we can put the egg in the in one of the pack, and then we can use a rope as well as, your stuff, and we can carefully bring it down.
That sounds clever, of course. All right. What do you need me to do?
All right. So basically, actually, no. Better yet, because you have the things. You're totally fine just going down. So we can.
I mean,
yeah,
if
we
we're gonna
can
use a rope, actually, you have a good idea there. The mage hand. So the mage hand I have is a little more dexterous than a normal mage hand. So I could tie the rope around the egg, and we could just pull it out of the nest and use like kind of a pulley system and lower it. With just using the mage hand to kind of push the rope around. No, we don't even have to climb up.
So, not a bad idea. Yeah. So basically, the idea is we take this egg, right, and we wrap it in the bedroll, and then we take the bedroll and we tie it up with the rope, and then put that entire thing into the backpack. At which point, now that it's very safe and secure, we can then have Tyro with his rocket boots carefully move down the cliff face.
Okay. That's what we're gonna try to do.
Interesting. Okay. So you need to get a bedroll wrapped around this thing and some ropes. Tyro's back by the cliff face. Is that correct?
Tyra, I
But
assume
we're gonna
Tyra would be
use
helping
Mage
out.
Hand. We're gonna use Mage Hand, like, so we don't have to climb up there. To maybe slide. You want to slide a hand check?
Yeah.
I always love rolling sleight of hand checks.
Yeah, sleight of hand sounds good.
Okay, so I get a 19.
Very good. And so you're setting up the contraption, and now we'll need to be able to execute and, I guess, yoink this egg out of here. Did you take the other eggs already?
Do we want to
I
worry about
assume
all
so.
the eggs or just the special one?
I'd say let's take two of the other eggs, and we take
Leave
the
one.
special one as well.
Mm.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It's only child. You know, all the
Yeah.
calories go to it. It's gonna be growing up big and strong.
Yes,
Sounds good. I feel like Akumal's gonna eat these eggs, but that's okay.
for sure. All right. So now
Well,
to...
listen, it's either them or the people.
To do the contraption. Levi, do you want to roll your sleight of hand now?
Sure. Absolutely. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Nice, even better than me.
As
That's
you
great.
maneuver the egg, it comes out of the nest in the bedroll, the rope attached to it, careening over to Tyro, though you see an issue. Perhaps that's the right way to do it. As the egg is lifted, the nest folds in on itself, collapsing up into a net trap that sweeps 15 feet off the ground, capturing everything in the net. You may roll a dodge to roll out of the way of the trap.
Okay.
Tyro is already at a safe distance.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to roll. Thank goodness.
Ah, I've
I
caught
rolled
them!
Horrible.
Go ahead and roll it, Levi.
15 for the dex save.
You are caught in the
There's
trap
no fucking way.
as a Kenny Offa jumps out of the tree.
What are you doing? Ah, it took me all night to create that. We were going to catch a prey. This is just a rock. What are you doing?
Okay. Did you not see us?
I should have a mind not to cut you down. I was sleeping. The trap was triggered to my own pinky toe, so that it would wake me once it was effective. But clearly you have ruined all!
As he's
Well, Kenny,
Can we reset the
we're
trap
here to
somehow?
save you.
and saved he is. Though, now back to the bog rock. Dalish, you have placed back the beetle as you and Akumal continue your search.
So let's continue down towards the other direction. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Yes. The scent is stronger now. It leads to the right.
Beautiful. Hopefully
Okay.
it's not a mimic.
The bamboo crushed and the rock gaps. There's a 5-foot gulch here where another floodwater seems to have washed through the mud. Though straight ahead you see some log debris. This would be easy enough to cross, though it opens up into a wide cavern.
Sounds
Look at
interesting. I'll go first since I'm probably lighter. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like we're both the same weight right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving
follow.
across. Uh-huh. Dalish.
Oh, she just says that she'll follow. That's all.
Oh, will follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. I'm glad we came in here, even if Kenny's not in here.
Yes.
I'm still upset at that, but we're
I'm
gonna
pretty
keep
upset
it
by it
moving.
too. You smelled him. You knew
Hey.
where he was.
Yeah,
Yet.
I
Go
smelled
ahead
them.
and
But
Well,
yeah.
you guys don't know he's not there. He could be there. Who knows?
Go
yeah,
ahead
no, I'm
and
trying to
do
see. I'm trying to
know.
see where this is going. This is really interesting.
go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception.
See, the secret of Akene is he's actually a high-level wizard, and just has
No.
his simulacrum running around.
That would be crazy. The real
Well, I got a
Kenny's in here.
fucking 9.
A 9. Though there does seem to be a pit of mulch here and where the refuse and logs collect, you see a strange shadow dancing across the surface down below. It's like a funny spirit is writhing about. Come to think of it, you hear voices just above this cavern. They are screaming.
My gosh, if you are doing what I think you're doing, Jonathan. Sorry. Can we go forward towards the voices?
You may. Though describe to me how you descend down this slope. It is 15 feet of rubble and debris. It's an unstable terrain.
Yeah, are the voices coming from the bottom, or did you say they were coming from the top of the cave?
It's difficult to tell. They seem to be bouncing all over, though in the center of the cave is where you see the shadow moving.
I can fly down so that I go over the rubble.
Yes, very good. You may make an investigation check. And tell me, are you looking at the ceiling or the floor?
I'm actually looking at the ceiling a little bit because I can't quite tell where the sound's coming from. So I'm suspecting it's the ceiling, to be honest. But
Yes. Looking up, there is a shaft of light with a man writhing in a net.
oh, I knew it! I knew you were doing that. Gosh darn it!
Levi, as you're suspended in the air and Akeniafa is yelling at you, he begins to turn the net around and spin you in the air as he chastises you. And as you spin around, he whacks you with his club each time. It's not meant to harm you, but it is spinning you
Listen, just
faster.
because I'm in a net doesn't mean I can't fight back. Screw that. Alright,
Yeah.
we're
Let's see. Go ahead and you want to try to fight back?
Exactly. Alright, listen, we're gonna, if Levi, if he's like trying to smack me with his club, Levi's gonna like push off of the club at one point and try and like come back and like smack a Kenny in the face with his foot.
Sure.
I'm gonna take disadvantage on that. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that seems okay.
But it's still a 22.
A 22 does
Alright, guys.
hit.
I'm sorry. I gotta call this a night. I'm going to Vegas. I'm getting all the lottery tickets. My luck's too good.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, Levi, as you make the first hit against a Kenny and he bats you in the other direction, disorienting you, the thing spins so tightly it's beginning to wind up, and you find yourself staring down into a pit where the nest used to be. There's a hole in the ground here leading down into a dark corridor, but go ahead and roll a perception anyway as you spin around uncontrollably.
Alright.
A 13. Staring down into the water below, there's a reflection, like a massive pair of eyes staring back up at you, but they're not your eyes. They're strangely like Akumal's. They're amphibian eyes. They seem to be watching you
Oh my god.
hungrily.
You found the fucking frog.
The eyes nictating open
Get me
as the
fuck out. Help me.
pupil dilates
What the heck?
I found an eldritch monster.
and the mouth
Run.
begins to open as a tongue begins to uncurl. Akumal looking at the tongue, it is a long tongue. It is a hungry tongue.
Oh no.
It is the tongue of a
Oh.
creature awakening from its estivation. It is the tongue of a creature awakening from its estivation with its first meal dangling above it. And with that,
Oh my god.
we will play again next time. In the Tomb of Annihilation,
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe this.
Scuffed
Oh
Cuts,
my gosh.
episode 18.
Scuffed.
Thank you all for playing,
Oh my god.
and we'll see you next time.
Oh my god.
What a cliffhanger.
I'm a fucking fly. I'm just a fly. Ugh. Dude, what a beautiful frog though. Damn.
Yeah,
Why
it's
is
cool.
he not visible to us?
Well, he's under the
Ah.
mud, but Levi started to see him.
Oh, I see. Got it. Hey, good thing there's a bunch of beetles around. We can feed him all those beetles.
That probably means Ifan Talroa is nearby. Or I don't know. She should be nearby.
Ooh.
Akumal,
She might
you
not.
you can save everyone. Feed him with your feast.
This is true. I could just infestation like last time.
Yeah,
That
he
was
would love
amazing.
that. Dude, that would be perfect. I don't know if that would fill him up all the way. He looks like kind of a big boy, but
Yeah, you'll have some time to think about it.
Honestly, dude, that was one of the greatest D&D moments ever. When you fed your people with infestation. Like the most creative use of that spell I've ever seen. That was so fun.
that was really cool. Damn.
Shoot, man. Jabal suggested it, and I just took it. Kicked it up a notch.
Yeah, and then John made the great AI art for it too. Yeah, there it is.
I love this.
That was so funny.
This is a really fun group. Let's play again soon.